Alright, this is the first question here. The ratio is the ratio of 1 whole number 3 over 4 to 2 whole number 1 over 2 is equal to the ratio of 14 to what number? So all we need to do here, it's a question that they're asking. The ratio of 1 whole number 3 over 4 to 2 whole number 1 over 2. Follow the statement. This to this is this to this, equal to 14 to another number. Remember, ratio being x ratio y, the same thing as saying x over y. So here we're having this equal to 14 to x. So when we're going to solve this now, it's quite simple. Simply crisscross it, and we have 1 whole number 3 over 4. Another way of writing 1 whole number 3 over 4 is by converting it. 4 times 1, 4 plus 3, which is 7 over 4. 7 over 4 is times x, so that's 7x over 4. That'll be equal to, move this to the other side, we have 14 times, now 2 whole number 1 over 2, that's 2 times 2, 4 plus 1, 5 over 2. So what we have here, 14 times 5, we're having 7x equal to 14 times 5 will give you 70. So if you remove this 7 to the other side, move this 7 to the other side at once, that will be divided by 7. So we have this now. We have 7, 70, you have 10 here, you have 2 with 4, and you have 2 here. So this is it, 20. That's our answer here. Let's move on to the next one. So we have the sum of two numbers is 14 and the ratio of two numbers is negative 3. What is the product of the two numbers? Simple as this. The sum of two numbers, that's x plus y. Let's call those two numbers x plus y. Is equal to 14. Then the ratio of two numbers is minus 3. So that's x over y is equal to minus 3. This is the ratio of the two numbers. What is the product of the two numbers? So let's first solve this to get this. So we have x equal to minus 3y. Now replace it into this. You have minus 3y plus y equal to 14. So minus 3y plus y will give you 2y minus 2y rather equal to 14. So y is definitely minus 7. So if y is minus 7, remember the sum of the two numbers is 14. So we have minus 7 plus y, which is this, plus x rather. Minus 7 plus x will give you 14. And minus 7 plus 21, yes, it's 14. So we have 21 and minus 7. So minus 7 times 21, those are the two numbers. So your answer will be that leaves your answer as D, minus 147. Alright, let's move to the next one. Alright, so we have a question. If 2 into x minus y equals 3y, what is the ratio x over y? So I'm just gonna do this. 2 into x minus y bring the y to this other side, so we're going to be dividing everything by y is equal to 3. It should be quite easy. So what does this mean? Let's expand this. We have 2x minus 2y all over y is equal to 3. Alright, what does this also mean? This means 2x over y minus 2y over y is equal to 3. So let's keep this, let's move or rearrange this again. 2y over y, we're going to cut this and this. So we're having 2x over y minus 2 is equal to 3. So move the minus 2 to the other side. We'll be having x over y equal to 3 plus 2, which is 5. Then this 2 here goes to the other side. We have 5 over 2. No, remember this is 2 times, so when it goes to the other side it becomes 5 divided by 2. So this is it. X over y equal to 5 over 2. So that's our answer, C here. Let's move on to the next one. So the ratio of length to width of a rectangular garden is 6 over 7. So you have the width, the ratio of the length to width being 6:7. So that's 6:7. If the perimeter of the rectangle is 78, that's the length, 2 length plus twice the width give you 78. What is the area of the garden in square meters? So we just crisscross this. 7 L is equal to 6W. Okay, this is it. 7L equal to 6W. So L equal to 6W over 7. We're going to replace L into this. We have 6W. This is 2 times 6W over 7 plus 2W equal to 78. So 2 times 6 give you 12W. We have 12W plus 2W. This one is over 7. Move over 7 is equal to 78. So the fastest way to do this is to multiply everything by 7. So having the 12W plus 14W is equal to 78 times 7. Of course, this will give us so from 26W equal to 546 and W equal to 21. When you multiply that, when you solve this from 2 into 21 plus L equal to 78, and you solve this, you're going to have so you'll be having 21 plus L equal to 39, moving the 2, going by 2, and then L equal to 39 minus 21. 39 minus 21 will give you 18. So since you have in length is 18 and the width is 21, we'll multiply that, we have 378. So we have this: a car travels 218.5 miles on 9.5 gallons of gas. What is the car gas mileage? So we're running 218.5 miles divided by 9.5. And when you do that, you're gonna get in 23. It's a very simple question. 23 miles per gallon. That's what I mean. 23 miles per gallon. So here we're having the next one. So at the grocery store, 20 ounces of brand A vitamin water is sold for 0.95. What's the unit price of the vitamin water per ounce to the nearest cent? So this is 20, because we have 20 divided by 0.95. Now since this is 0.95 as dollars, we're looking at for cents, we're not looking for dollars. So this would be 100 times 0.95. 100 times 0.95 is 95. So but we notice that we're looking at the unit price. We're looking price per ounce. So if it's price per ounce, this should be on top. 95 should be on top per the ounce. So there's it. 95 over 20, not 20 over 95, since we're doing price per ounce. So 95 over 20, that'll give you 4.75. And if to the nearest cent, you are having 5 cents. 5 cents. That's your answer. Number 7. So here in this question, the density. Remember that density is equal to mass over volume. So the density of aluminum is 2.7. Having 2.7 here. F 2.7 grams per centimeter cube. And you have how many grams does 12 centimeter cube of aluminum weigh? So you have mass over 12. So a simple thing you do there is 12 times 2.7. So you have 2.7 times 12 will give you 32.4. Okay, how many grams does 12 centimeter cube of aluminum weigh? So we have 32.4 grams. This is your answer, 32.4 grams, when you multiply 12 times 2.7. Alright, let's move on. So we have on the map 1 inch represents 5 miles, so 1 is to 5. And then if a certain state on the map, 1 inch represents 5 miles. So this is it. 1 if a certain state is represented on the map by a rectangle 10 inches by 7.2, what is the area of the state in square miles? So we have 7.2 there. 7.2 should just multiply each of them by 5 and then multiply them together. So 7.2 times 5 and then 10 times 5. When you get that, you multiply them together and you have your answer. This is much better than trying to get the area by using this. If you want to do that, there's a different process entirely. You have to multiply 7.2 times 10, 72, and then you multiply 5 times 5, which is 25. That's how you get your answer. And doing that, you're gonna get 72 times 25, which is 1,800. That the answer is D. Okay, 7.2 here times 5, because that's the ratio to this one, and then 10 times 5, which is because you're trying to convert each of them, then you multiply them together to get the real area of that shape. Okay, so let's go. Here, this question, together there are 754 students and teachers in the meeting. So you have students plus teachers at 754. Then if the ratio of students to teachers is 27 to 2, so students over teachers is equal to 27 to 2 over 2. So simply multiply this. You have s equal to 27 over 2 times t. And so what you need to do, since you have s as this, just simply add them together. So we substitute s for 27 over 27t over 2 in here plus t equal to 754. Let's do that. We're gonna do this plus t is equal to 754. So the first thing we have to do here is to multiply everything by 2 to make sure we get it. Or we can simply use a fraction. Okay, we can use a fraction. 27 divided by 2 is 13.5. But just because we don't intend to use a calculator, we can easily solve this by solving this way. 27t plus 2t equal to 2 times 754. 2 times 754 will give you 1000. This one, 7 times 2 is 1400. This is 100. That's 1500. 1508. So when we solve this 27t so when you solve this is 29t equal to 150. At the end of the day, you have t is equal to 52. So actually 52 teachers in here. So you have here, concrete is made by mixing cement, sand and gravel in the ratio 5:9:13. How much cement is needed to make 324 feet cube of concrete? So we want to make, this is what we're going to get. If you add 5 plus 9 plus 13, so your first step you take here is to add 5 plus 9 plus 13. That you get 27. So the total is 27. Okay, you divide that 27, 324 by 27. You divide it to get one, just one of it, like one of each of them, a unit of each. So when you do that, so we have 12. Okay, when you do that you get 12. So 12 is a unit of each of this. So we are going to multiply to get, if you want to get cement, you multiply it by 12 by 5, you get the answer 60. If you want to get 9 here, if you want to get that for sand, which is 9, multiply 12 times 9, you get another answer. And if you want to multiply it for 13, that's for gravel, multiply 13 times 12, you have a different answer. So here by mixing cement, sand and gravel, this is cement, so multiply 12 by 5 and give us 60. You can solve this without calculators too. Alright, so let's move on to number 4. Said if Andy drove 84 miles in 1 hour 45 minutes, how many miles can he drive in 5 hours? So we're having 84 is to 1 hour 45 minutes. Now there's a certain speed he's using. And remember that speed is equal to distance over time. Okay, so now what is 1 hour 45 minutes? If you want to relate 1 hour 45 minutes in just, let's just say you want to represent it as hours. Okay, you'll be having 84 divided by 1 hour 45 minutes is 1.75. if you look at it, because 45 divided by 60 is 0.75, so you have 1.75. okay, so divide that. 84 divided by 1.75, 4 divided by 1.75 gives you 48. So he's driving at 48 miles per hour. That's what he's driving at, 48 miles per hour. Now if he's still driving 5 hours, just simply multiply that by 5 and you get 240. So he's going to be driving 240 miles, because speed equal to distance over time. Move time times speed, that will give you 48 times. That's 48 times in 5 hours. That's what you're doing, and that's how you got 240 miles. Okay, so let's move to the next one, number 5. So here in this question, you can see collection of quarters, dimes, and nickels is worth $5. The ratio of quarters to dimes to nickels is 2:47. So a dime, first of all, a quarter is 25. $0.25, and a dime is 10 cents, while a nickel is 5 cents. So nickel is 5 cents. So if you're having a quarter here, this is 2, let's say 2:4:7. If you add them together, this will give you 2 plus 4 plus 7 would give you 13. So we have 13 altogether. So the first thing we do is to divide. Now this $5 is 500 cents. So we're gonna do that. 500. So we're having 13. But what is this 13 actually? This 13 also follows this 25, 10, 5, because they are not equal. You see, a quarter is 25, a dime is 10, and nickel is 5. So we should be multiplying each of this. Quarter, 25 times 2, so we have 50 there. 50, and a dime is 10 times 4. 50, we have 10 times 4, that's 40, and 7 times 5, 35. This is a real ratio here. This is a real ratio that shows the difference between both of them. So you now add them 50, 40, 35. Add them together and now divide it by 500. You know what each of them should be. So we see when you do that, you have 125. That's 50 plus 40 plus 35 is 125. If you divide 500 by that, you're going to get 4. So now having 4, what does the 4 represent? The 4 here represent that for each unit of this, for each of them here, that's what you should have. So divide 40 by 4. Multiply this 4 by 50 here. Multiply the 4 by 50. No, what else? Multiply the 50 by 4. You have 200. Okay. And multiply this 4 by 40. You have 160. Divide this 35 by 4. You have multiply this 35 by 4. You are going to have 140. So you see, if you add all of them together, 200 plus 160 plus 140, you're going to get exactly 500, and that's $5. So since you have 200 as quarters, you have $200 worth of quarters. If you divide 200, if you divide 200 by 25, you're going to have your answer, how many you have. Since it's 25, 200 divided by 25, you have 8. So you actually have 8 quarters. You could also multiply this 4 by 2. You have 8 quarters. You can also multiply 4 by this, you get 16 dimes. 4 by 7, you have 28 nickels. So this is a way of solving this. Let's move on. Yeah, we'll solve the question that looked like this. But let's look at it. 5x over 3 equal to x plus 14. What is the value of x? So what we do here is we first of all multiply everything. We crisscross this, crisscross it. Just crisscross it. So this will give us 3x plus 42 is equal to 10x. This is quite simple. So move 3x to the other side, we have 42 equal to 7x. So x is definitely 42 over 7. And 42 divided by 7, 6. Quite simple. Let's move on to number 7. It says a trail mix contains raisin, peanut, and chocolate. The ratio of raisin to peanut is 2 to 3. So you know, and the ratio of peanut to chocolate is 5 to 8. So let's just write it down. Ratio of raisin to peanut is 2 over 3, and the ratio of peanut to chocolate is 5 over 8. So we simply crisscross this to make them look good. This is peanut here, raisin over peanut, and 2 is to 3. Okay, so let's do this. We cross this. This will give you 3r equal to 2p, and this is 8p is equal to 5c. So what they're asking is, what's the ratio of raisin to chocolate? R to c. So if 8p is equal to 5c, just rearrange this. You have p is equal to 5c over 8. C over 8, and since p is equal to 5c over 8, I want to know the ratio of raisin to chocolate. We're just gonna put 5c over 8 right here. Okay, instead of putting p, we're gonna put 5c over 8. So r over 5c over 8 is equal to 2 over 3. So this is the ratio of this. So once we rearrange this and make r over c, and then we get that. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna crisscross it. We're gonna crisscross this. We're gonna move 5c to this other side. We're gonna have r equal to 2 over 3 times, see, 5c over 8. So when we multiply that, we're gonna have we're going to have 2 times 5, which is 10, and 3 times 8 is 24. So we have r is equal to 10c over 24. Let's find a way to move c to the other side. So we have 24r equal to 10c. So if you do this, what we can easily do here, since we wanted to know the ratio of raisin to chocolate, what we should have done was we could divide everything by c. If you divide everything by C, you're going to be having 24 R over C equals to 10C. Then divide everything divide everything by 24. So we're having 24 here, 24C. This will cut the 24 out here, and then you now divide this by 24C2. Okay, so what do we have here? We're having C and C out. So our answer is R over C. R over C is equal to 10 over 24. Here's another one. If 20 machines produce 1,240 printers in a day, how many more machines are needed to produce 1984 printers in a day? So 20 gives you 1240, okay, in a day. How many more machines are needed to produce 1,984 printers in a day? So 20. So let's look at what one machine produces. One machine will produce 1240 divided by 20. 1240 divided by 20. Because you can clear this out, and you have 2 into 124, that's 62. So one printer produces 62 in a day. So all you need to do is 1984 divided by 62 to know how many. We'll do that. 1984 divided by 62, and that is 32 printers. 32 printers. 32 machines that are needed to produce 1,984 printers. Alright, let's move to the next question. So we have, if 3/4 quarts of lemonade concentration is mixed with 6 whole number 2/3